Well, here I am somewhere in the mountains around Fuling district. I'm trying to make it to the 816 nuclear plant, and I know it's over there. It's about 1.5 kilometers. This is some sloppy stuff. I don't want to walk through this. So I'm gonna go and talk to these motorcycle guys and see if they'll give me a ride. All right, he's gonna do it. 10 quiet. Not a bad deal. Sometimes traveling to China, you have to improvise a little bit. Hello. Hello.
On the internet, we off it in a sec. That's the first step. Now it's all about the execution. I ain't about to go and lose it. Grab the shit and go bruise it.
Well, I made it. This is the 816 nuclear military plant. It's the largest of its kind. It's an underground nuclear bunker, kind of. It's a factory where they were going to make plutonium, and they were going to house thousands of Cold War explosives. I think we're getting ready to leave here. We're going to drive in this thing down that tunnel and explore it. There are 18 man-made caves in here, 130 roads and tunnels. It's 12 miles in total. Despite all this, the Chinese managed to keep it a secret for 35 years. Shit, I gotta go. They're leaving me. It's huge. We're headed downstairs. I'm inside a giant pipeline right now. This pipe goes all the way to the Wuhan River, and they were going to use it to cool the nuclear reactor. Can you imagine how much water they would pull from that? So construction began in 1966 during the Cold War, and a few years after the Chinese denounced the Soviets' version of communism. Apparently it can withstand thousands of tons of explosives. Over 60,000 soldiers helped build this. So they were working on it for 17 years before the Cold War fizzled out, and they abandoned the project. And then it sat until 2010, and then they decided to turn it into a tourist attraction. Up until a couple of years ago, foreigners weren't allowed here. Don't really know why, but apparently they did some renovations, and suddenly foreigners could come. So, not sure what those renovations were. But this is the largest artificial cave in the world. It's 80 meters high. You could fit a 12-story building inside of this. A total of 868 meters squared. It is massive. And it was going to be the home of the nuclear reactor. All right, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's the end of the tour. If you're in the Chongqing area, you got to check this out. It's so cool. So tomorrow I'm going to head further up the Yangtze. I want to talk a bit about the flooding from the Three Gorges Dam. They built this giant dam. A lot of towns, people had to be relocated, including in Fuling. Oh, it's humid out. Stay tuned for that, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.